Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com. Coming back to you with another video as I scared the living crap out of my cat. Getting in a little workout right now. Figured I would shoot a video, just sharing a couple updates with Amazon. A couple things that you just might not be in the loop with, and I wanted to share. So let's start with the long-term storage fee on Amazon. So it used to be a year, which means typically if you just had a normal sized item like a book or a DVD or a CD, and it was in storage, before the long-term storage, it would be like, I don't know, 4 or 5 cents a month to store it. And then once it hit long-term storage, which used to be a year, the rates would go up a lot. I don't know the exact amount, but it would go up a lot. Well, they changed that from 12 months down to 9 months. And then I believe now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's in April, it's going down to 6 months, okay? So what that means is you want to sell your inventory quicker, because once you hit that 6 month mark, the fees are going to go up a lot more, okay? So that's change number one. And I'm not sure if there's a weight limit. Maybe you guys can let me know. But again, I mostly deal with smaller, just standard size items, okay? Number two, and I don't know if this is a new change or not. They might have always been doing this. Sometimes I'm not the best with the little details. But I want to share, keep in mind, if you sell an item on Amazon and it gets returned, you, the seller, are paying for that shipping label for the customer to send back. So I don't know if there's like discounted rates or whatnot. I just know you're going to be paying $3, $4, $5 or so to get that item shipped back to you, which kind of stinks. All right. So if you're like seeing some extra fees and you're seeing these return fees, you're like, what is that? You're paying for the shipping label back. And from my understanding, it's like, no matter what the reason is, you're paying for it. I don't know if there's a certain option or so. And again, we're all here to learn together. Drop a comment below. Is there a button that buyers can click? Maybe like they change their mind where they would have to pay for the return shipping. I would guess Amazon's just going to put it on us, the seller. But that is something to keep in mind. Okay. So I don't know if that's a new change or not, or if the fees went up a little bit on that, but just keep that in mind. I want to share that. Okay. So build that into your, into your padding or into your like standard profit. Just, if you have a 5% return rate, just know you're going to have a little bit of that, I don't know, say you're selling 100 items a month, maybe you're getting 5 returns or so, like that could be $25 in fees you're paying for those return labels, okay? And then the last thing that I wanted to mention is, say for example, an item gets stranded and you just can't figure out how to fix it, or maybe a customer returns an item, maybe you sold it new and they were just such an amazing person and decided to open it up and change their mind and destroy the whole value of the item, which happens all the time. And then you have to pay for the return shipping. Then the Amazon customer service, the person in the fulfillment center is like, oh, okay, we can't put this back in your inventory because it's not the same condition. It goes stranded. Well, guess what? You're going to have to make a decision to either return it back to yourself, pay to have them destroy it, aka probably them sell it, or if it's eligible to go through the liquidation program, which I haven't really used, but typically I think they'll give you like a couple pennies or so. But the big change is the cost to actually have it shipped back to you is no longer 50 cents, right? It used to be really cheap to get it shipped back to you. Now this price has gone up like 300 to 400%. So at minimum, you're going to pay $2 and change to get an item shipped back to you. So what does this mean? Well, overall, this means you want to go after items that sell quicker. You want to have higher profit margins, and you want to have that additional padding built in, dependent upon your return rate and the percentage of items that you have that typically go stranded that you can't fix. Because again, for you to dispose it, you're going to have to pay. To have it shipped back, you're going to have to pay a lot. It might not be eligible for the liquidation program. And again, dependent upon how many returns you have, you want to build that in. So, and of course, no longer do you want to have to go after these crazy long tail items, because if you're selling FBA, those fees are going to get crazy. So I do see a big shift of a lot of people. I see this happening, a lot more people going to the merchant fulfilled. And even though it is a pain in the butt to have to fulfill everything, and you don't get that beautiful prime bump, it'll allow you to sell more long tail items instead of, racking up these huge fees and dealing with all these issues with FBA. I'm going to stick with FBA because again, I do mostly eBay to Amazon. So I'm cherry picking items that turn quick. The profit margins are extremely high. And my return rate was a little over 3% on average, really over the last 6 months when I recently looked into my stats, which you can do if you just go into the dashboard and then go into your reports and whatnot. So just wanted to share some updates with everybody. Hope your business is doing absolutely fantastic. And I want to share one update. I'm hoping that within the next month, I'm going to redo my 5-day book selling workshop. So I have a whole bunch of new strategies and it's going to be free. I have a whole bunch of new like softwares that I use, like ways that I analyze and price and scan. And I've learned so much over the last year. So I'm excited to let you guys know I am looking for one person to bring out to my house and do this with. Just like for anyone who's watched my previous 5-day book selling workshop, I had my buddy Paul come out. So I'm looking for one person. So if you're interested in coming out, I'm looking for someone who's newer, someone who's not shy, someone who is open to getting on camera and, you know, potentially having thousands of people watch the video and training, and you know, you're comfortable and you're friendly and you want to ask questions and learn and you're serious. Comment down below and let me know if you would be interested or not. And I'll probably put a form. I think I'm going to put a form down in the description so you can apply. Yeah, it'll be a whole day experience with me. It'll be like pretty much like a one-on-one coaching program, live and direct, and there'll be some cool little perks on the back end. So I'll share some details and whatnot and see if we can find the right person. But with that being said, much love, have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.